Hello everyone. So continuing with the next topic of budget and budgetary control. So in the previous lecture we have discussed the basics about the budget, budgetary control, difference between budget and budgetary control, and we have also discussed two types of budget, that is fixed budget and flexible budget. So in this lecture we are going to start with discussing the difference between the fixed budget and flexible budget. So the first point says it does not the fixed budget does not change with the change in the actual volume of activity achieved. So it is kind of a rigid budget and it is inflexible budget. So no matter what capacity you are working, it is not going to change. Okay. Whereas the flexible budget can be changed according to the level of activity achieved. Then fixed budget operates on one level of activity and under one set of conditions. It assumes that there will be no change in the prevailing conditions, and of course it is unrealistic. No business can remain in the situation which are static. The conditions are always going to change and business has to adapt according to the changed conditions and has to mold itself. So fixed budget is not that helpful, but yes, flexible budget, it consists of various levels of activity, so it has a flexibility, the flexible nature in it. Another is all the costs, that is fixed, variables, semi-variables, are related to only one level of activity. Whereas when we talk of flexible budget, here the variance provides useful information and each cost is analyzed according to its behavior. So the budgets are analyzed according to its the cost which are of fixed nature, the cost which are of variable nature, and the cost which are of semi-variable nature. Accordingly, the budgets are prepared. Okay. Next is most important, discussing the format of any flexible budget. This is from the point of view of practical examination, practical questions for your examination. Okay. So first of all, we will have in our hand will be the sales in number of units. And then the second point will be our selling price per unit. So whenever we are going to multiply the units with the selling price per unit, we are going to get the total sales. All right. So we will have different information with 60%, 80%, 100% level of capacity level. It will all depend upon which level is being asked in the question. Accordingly, your levels will change, but format is going to be the same. So here I have all the sales. From sales, whenever we are going to subtract the cost, we will have the profit. So first cost which we are going to deal with is the variable cost. Okay, that changes with the change in the level of output. So we have direct material, direct labor, direct expenses. All these are variable cost, and if you remember your cost sheet, it is also known as the prime cost. Okay, and other cost, production overheads in case we have any variable cost in it, administration and selling and distribution overheads. All these information will be provided to you in the question. Now, whenever we subtract the variable cost from sales, so sales minus variable cost is going to give us contribution. This concept we have already discussed in the chapter marginal costing and CVP analysis. Okay, so first of all we have sales, then we multiply it with the selling price per unit, we get the total sales. Then from the total sales we subtract the variable cost, we get the contribution. Okay, from contribution then we are going to subtract the fixed cost if any is provided in the question. Then from contribution, when we will subtract the fixed cost, we will get the profit or loss, howsoever the question will be. Okay, so this is the basic format which you need to follow. Now this is one practical which I'm going to discuss in this video. So A Limited provides you the following information at 80% capacity. So this company is actually giving you information with 80% of capacity, and you have to draw up a flexible budget at 60% and 90% capacity. So at 80% capacity, certain information is given to you, and you have to draw a flexible budget at 60, 80 and 90% capacity. Okay, so the information given to you is production and sales. So the sales are actually 2000 units. Direct material is costing rupees 1 per unit, direct labor is 1 per unit, and direct expenses are rupees 0.80 per unit. Then we have production overheads. It says 15% is variable, and that is 2 rupees per unit. So if it is 15%, sorry, I've written it twice here. So let's consider this. So it is 15% and it is rupees 2 per unit. So 15% of 2. So 15% is variable. So that means 0.30 is variable and 1.70 is fixed. Okay, this calculation you have to do. This will not be provided in the question. This calculation I've done it for you. The next is administrative overheads. So it is again rupees 2, out of which it says 80% is fixed. So that means 20% is variable. So I've done this 20% of 2, that is 0.40 is variable and 1.60 is fixed. Then we have selling and distribution overhead, which says 25% is variable. So 25% of 2 is 0.50 and rest 1.50 is fixed. So total cost, it says we have 8.80, total profit per unit is 1.2, selling price is rupees 10 per unit, and we have to draw a flexible budget at 60% and 90% capacity. Now in this question I have solved for 80% and 60%, 90% you will do it on your own. The answer is provided in the question. Okay, now first of all we will focus on the 80% capacity. Okay, so at 80% capacity the information is given that sales are 2000 units. So we have sales in units is 2000. So if at 80% the the organization is producing 2000 units, so at 60% how much it is going to produce? So it will come out as 1500 units. It is simple unitary method. At 80% it is 2000, then at 60% how much it will be? When you will do the calculation, you will arrive at number 1500 units. Okay, then you are given with selling price. Selling price is here rupees 10 per unit. So selling price is rupees 10. So no matter how many units are going to produce, so selling price is going to be the same. Fine. So your total sales is at 60%. When you multiply 1500 with 10, it will give you 15,000 sales. And when you multiply 2000 with 10, it will give you 20,000 sales value. From this, we have to subtract our cost. First of all, we'll deal with the variable cost. So first of all, we have is direct material. Okay. So direct material is rupees 1 per unit, right? So variable cost is actually varying with the level of production. Okay. So at 60% capacity, we have 1500 units and direct material is rupees 1 per unit. So 1500 into 1 is rupees 1500 and 2000 units at 80% capacity is 2000 into 1 is 2000 rupees. Then direct labor again we have at 1 rupee per unit. Again at 60% capacity is 1500 units and 80% capacity is 2000 units. Multiply by 1, it will give you 1500 and 2000. Then we have direct expenses. It is rupees 0.80. Okay, so at 60% capacity we have 1500 units. 1500 multiplied by 0.80 will give you 1200. And at 80% capacity we have 2000 units. So 2000 multiplied by 0.80, it will give you 1600 rupees. Then we have production overheads. Production overheads, it said 0.30 per unit. Okay. Then we have at 60%, 1500 into 0.30 is 450 and here it will give you 600. Then admin overhead 0.40 per unit. So this will give you rupees 600 and 800 and selling and distribution 0.5 per unit. So it will give you 750 and 1000. All these information are given to you here. Okay, right? At these points it is given. So see here I have done what? These were given direct material, direct labor, direct expenses. Okay, so these information is given to you here. Direct material, labor and expenses, rupee 1, rupee 1 and 0.80. Then we have done production, admin and selling and distribution overheads, in which I have taken only variable part. Okay, because we are dealing with variable cost. So this is production overheads, administration overhead, selling and distribution overheads, out of which here I have calculated the variable cost per unit. So it is 0.30, 0.40, 0.50 per unit, which is variable, rest is fixed. So these are the cost which I have taken here, right? So when you subtract the variable cost from total sales, it will give you contribution. Okay, so when you subtract all this variable cost from 15,000, it will give you contribution of rupees 9,000, and here you will get the contribution of rupees 12,000. All right. After that, we have to subtract our fixed cost. When we will subtract fixed cost from the contribution, we will arrive at profit or loss, howsoever the case will be. One thing you have to note here is that fixed cost, for the fixed expenses, the budget is not going to change. So the information was given to you at 80% capacity level. So at 80% capacity level, the organization is producing 2000 units. Okay. So that means whether it is 60%, whether it is 80%, or whether it is 90%, the fixed cost is going to remain the same. Okay, so we are given with the level of activity as 80% capacity level, 80%, 2000 units. So under 60% also we are going to assume that it will be producing 2000 only, right? So that is why we say it is in when we draw up a flexible budget, so we have to segregate the variable cost and the fixed cost. So here I have done the calculation, right? So it is production overheads will be 85% of rupees 2, okay, and multiplied by 2000 units. Administration overheads will be 80% of rupees 2, 2000 for rupees for 2000 units, and selling and distribution overheads will be 75% of 2, and it will be 2000 at 2000 units. So when you do the calculation, you will arrive at 3400, 3400, 32, 3200, and 3000 and 3000. So these are your fixed cost. And out of contribution, when you are going to subtract the fixed cost, for 60% capacity level, you actually have a loss of rupees 600. And at 80% capacity level, you have a profit of 2400. These calculations you will do it on your own. The answer is given to you. Here the company is earning at the earning the profit of rupees 3900. That simply means that if the company is going to increase its level of capacity, the more it is going to earn the profit. At 60%, it is having a loss. At 80%, it is having a profit of rupees 2400. At 90%, it is having again a profit of rupees, increased profit of rupees 3900. Okay. So this was all the practical part of flexible budget, and you will more or less you will get these type of questions only. So kindly go through it once. In case of any doubt, feel free to ask me. Thank you.